Have you ever wondered what it is that truly captivates a man? It's not just about looks or charm. There are deeper qualities that spark attraction and hold a man's attention. In fact, there are things a man can't resist in a woman, and they might surprise you. Whether it's her independence, sense of humor, or emotional intelligence, these traits go far beyond the surface. In this video, we'll dive into what all men can't resist, exploring the timeless qualities that make a woman truly irresistible. Ready to uncover the real secrets? Keep watching, and let's explore them together. Number 1, she flirted with me. You know, there's something about a woman who knows how to playfully challenge me that I just can't resist. It's not about the physical attraction, though let's be honest, that matters. But it's more about the connection we build in those little moments. I've always believed that true chemistry isn't just born out of serious conversations. It's born out of the laughter we share, the way she teases me, how we compete in the smallest ways. Who's better at darts? Who's got the quicker wit? I think God wired us this way, to thrive on connection, to find joy in the dance between us. It's not just about flirting for the sake of it. It's about building a bond, a spark that turns into something deeper. She doesn't just light up the room, she lights up my soul. There's a confidence in her, an ease, like she knows life is better with a bit of fun. And that's what makes me want to be around her. As Mark Twain once said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand." There's a truth in that, isn't there? When she can make me laugh, when we can share those moments, it's like the world falls away. We're just there, two souls connecting, creating something no one else can touch. And maybe that's faith at work too, because when I'm with her, I feel like we're meant to be there, in that moment, just the two of us. It's as if God brought us together not for some grand reason, but for this joy, this bond. And I can't help but think that's what life is really about. Number 2, natural beauty. There's something about natural beauty that just hits differently. Sure, as men, we tend to be visual creatures. We often love with our eyes before anything else. But here's the thing, looks can only go so far. What really captures us is when a woman takes care of herself, not just physically, but in every way. It's not just about her appearance, it's about the way she shows she values herself. When I see a woman who takes care of her body, through exercise, eating right, and getting enough sleep, I can't help but respect that. It tells me she's disciplined, focused, and takes pride in the life God's given her. As Proverbs 31:30 reminds us, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. True beauty radiates from the inside out, and it's more lasting than what we see at first glance. There's something so attractive about a woman who invests in herself, not just for vanity's sake, but because she understands the importance of health and well-being. It's like she's telling the world, I'm worth taking care of, and I respect myself enough to do it. And as men, we can't help but be drawn to that. After all, if she's taking care of herself physically, spiritually, and mentally, chances are she's doing the same in every other part of her life. Audrey Hepburn said, "The beauty of a woman is not in a facial mode, but the true beauty in a woman is reflected in her soul." That's what we're really after, the soul of a woman, the part of her that shines through her actions, her kindness, and the way she treats herself and others. And when you see a woman who takes care of herself with intention, you know there's something deeper there, something that transcends just what meets the eye. You can't resist it because it's real, it's lasting, and it speaks to the kind of person she is at her core. Number 3, indescribable closeness. There's something about true intimacy that goes beyond the physical. It's in those quiet moments, the way she looks at me, the way she hugs me. I remember the first time we embraced. It wasn't just a hug. It was something deeper, something I'll carry with me forever. The issue is not physical contact. It's about feeling her being completely herself, without fear or hesitation. And honestly, that's what makes her irresistible. When a woman is truly herself, when she lets go of her fears and just embraces the moment, it creates something powerful. It's that vulnerability, that rawness, that pulls me in. She's not trying to be someone she's not. She's just herself. And that's what makes the connection so real. I've always believed that God created us to connect on a deeper level. And when she's being authentic, it's like our souls are speaking to each other. It's not something you can fake. It's real. And it's what makes me want to be with her even more. As Brené Brown once said, vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. That's what true intimacy is, showing up, being seen, and not letting fear hold you back. And when she does that, when she looks at me with those eyes that say, I'm here, I'm present, it's like nothing else matters. It's not about trying to impress me, it's about letting me in, letting me see who she really is. That's what sticks with me, the way she hugs me, the way she touches me, not because she's trying to seduce me, but because she's showing me that she trusts me enough to be vulnerable. It's in those moments that I feel the deepest connection. It's when I realize that this isn't just about attraction. It's about something more, something sacred. It's about two people connecting on a level that goes beyond the physical, beyond the surface. I think that's what God intended for us, to find that connection, to build something meaningful with someone who's not afraid to be real with us. And when I'm with her, I feel that. I feel her authenticity, her heart, and it makes me want to open up too. It's like we're creating something beautiful together, something that lasts. It's not about the perfect words or the grand gestures. It's about those small, intimate moments that stay with me. The way she hugs me, the way she touches me, the way she looks at me. It's all part of that deeper connection. And that's something I'll always cherish. Number 4, kind heart. There's something about kindness in a woman that hits me right in the heart. It's not just about being nice. It goes so much deeper than that. It's the compassion in her eyes when she listens to someone's troubles, the way she goes out of her way to help someone in need no matter how small the gesture. That kind of kindness is rare, and when you see it, it's like a light shining from her soul, and I can't help but be drawn to it. You see, when a woman is kind, it shows she's got this emotional depth that goes beyond just surface-level interactions. She cares about people, genuinely. And it's not just about her actions, but her heart, her ability to see people for who they really are and treat them with love and respect. That's something I believe God put in us, to care for one another in a way that's real, not just for show. It reminds me of a quote by Mother Teresa. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. That's what kindness is about. Those small, meaningful moments where love is shown in the simplest ways. It's also about emotional maturity. A woman who's truly kind has been through life, she's seen its ups and downs, and yet she chooses love, she chooses empathy. And that's what makes her so special. It's like she carries a quiet strength, a faith that no matter what the world throws at her, she's going to keep caring, keep loving. That kind of strength doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from her faith, from her belief that we're all here for a higher purpose. And I think that's what makes her irresistible. It's not about being perfect. It's about having a heart that's big enough to care for others despite everything. Kindness is powerful because it's a choice. It's easy to be cynical or selfish, but a woman who chooses to be kind, especially when life gets tough, that's someone worth holding on to. It's like God put her in my life to remind me what really matters. And when I'm with her, I feel it. I feel that warmth, that goodness that just radiates from her. It's not something you can fake. It's real, and it's rare. and it's the kind of thing that makes a man realize he's found someone special. And when a woman's heart is filled with kindness, there's nothing more beautiful than that. Number 5. Smile is the medicine for the mind. There's something special about a woman who can light up a room with her smile and a bit of humor. It's not just about the way she laughs or the way she tosses a playful joke back. It's about the feeling behind it. We've all heard that laughter is the best medicine, but it's also one of the most powerful ways to connect with someone. For men, humor paired with a genuine smile creates a kind of magic. It's disarming. It makes everything feel lighter, more hopeful. Think about it. Life throws enough at us. There's work, responsibilities, the daily grind. But when a woman can walk in and break that cycle with a lighthearted joke or a witty comment, it's as if she's bringing a slice of joy into the mix. And that's irresistible. Men, like anyone else, are drawn to someone who can keep things fun, not taking every little thing too seriously. It's a reminder that life is good, that there's beauty in the simplicity of a shared laugh. I'm reminded of Proverbs 17:22. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Humor isn't just fun, it's healing. It brings life into relationships, keeps the spirit strong, and bonds people in a way that words often can't. Now, I'm not saying that a woman needs to be a stand-up comedian, but there's something about the ability to play along, to enjoy the moment, to tease and be teased. It shows that she's present, that she's not afraid to be herself. And men pick up on that. They know when a woman is genuine, when her laugh is real, and when her smile comes from the heart. As Audrey Hepburn once said, "Happy girls are the prettiest." Humor is a subtle way of showing interest without being too forward, especially in those early moments when you're still figuring each other out. A shared laugh on a first date can break the ice and ease any nervous tension. It's that unspoken connection that says, "I'm comfortable with you, and I enjoy your company." That's powerful. For many men, a woman's ability to enjoy life, to laugh even when the joke isn't all that funny, speaks volumes. It's a sign of resilience, of finding joy amidst the chaos. And isn't that what we're all after? Someone who can see the good in things, even in the small moments? Mark Twain said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand." A sense of humor reflects a deep sense of faith and trust in something bigger, a belief that even when things get tough, there's still room for joy. It's like knowing that God has a plan, even when we can't see it all yet. Laughter reminds us that life, in all its messiness, is still worth enjoying. So what men can't resist in a woman, it's not just the laughter or the teasing, it's the confidence behind it, the faith in the bigger picture, the trust that everything is going to be okay. A woman who can laugh easily, who can see the humor in life, brings light into every room she enters. And that light is impossible to ignore. Number 6. Emotionally stable woman. There are times when even the strongest of men feel vulnerable. We have moments where life throws punches we didn't see coming, and in those moments we crave something that goes beyond just physical attraction. We crave emotional stability in a woman. It's something deeply comforting, like a safe harbor in the middle of a storm. A woman who's emotionally stable, who can handle problems with grace and not be shaken by every setback, brings a sense of peace to my life. It's not that she never feels sad or angry. It's that she knows how to manage those emotions, how to communicate them in a way that doesn't create chaos. She understands that not every battle is worth fighting, and sometimes walking away from drama is the strongest thing you can do. That kind of stability is magnetic. It shows self-respect, which makes me respect her even more. In the Bible, Proverbs 31:25 talks about a woman of strength and dignity. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. That's the kind of woman men can't resist, one who carries herself with dignity, who isn't swayed by every emotional wave that comes her way. She's not cold or distant. Instead, she's secure in herself, and that's something every man values. There's nothing wrong with showing emotions. In fact, being able to express your feelings with clarity is a sign of emotional maturity. It's about knowing when and how to share what's on your heart without letting those emotions take over every situation. When a woman can do that, it's like she becomes an anchor in a man's life. She helps him navigate his own emotions, calms his storms, and keeps him grounded when things get tough. I think of that quote by Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. An emotionally stable woman understands that space. She doesn't react impulsively or let emotions dictate her actions. She takes that moment to choose how to respond, and in doing so, she shows her strength. That's something any man can admire. Being emotionally stable doesn't mean you never cry or never get upset. It means you know how to process those emotions, how to pick yourself back up and face the world with grace. It's knowing that you are not defined by your feelings, but by how you respond to them. And that's a powerful thing. When I see a woman like that, I'm drawn to her, not just because of her beauty, but because of the peace she brings into my life. She's someone I can lean on, someone who can handle life's ups and downs with resilience. And in turn, that makes me want to be stronger for her, to offer her the same stability she gives me. What do you think? Do you agree that emotional stability is essential? Feel free to share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and remember, click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Number 7, women who live true to themselves. There's nothing more frustrating than dishonesty, especially when it's wrapped in an attempt to be something you're not. Men can sense when a woman isn't being true to herself, and no matter how much she tries to impress, it's that authenticity that truly captivates us. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that a woman who knows who she is, who doesn't try to fit into some cookie-cutter mold, is incredibly attractive. When a woman is unapologetically herself, whether she's into classical music, obscure art films, or has a passion for reading biographies, it's like a breath of fresh air. She isn't pretending to be someone she's not just to fit into some societal standard or to try to grab a guy's attention. And let me tell you, that level of authenticity is something men find irresistible. It's the confidence to say, "This is who I am, take it or leave it," that speaks volumes about her character. I've seen women bend over backward trying to fake an interest in things they don't care about, like sports, video games, or whatever they think will make them more appealing. But in reality, what men want is the real you. We don't need someone to like the same things we do. We need someone who can stand in her own truth and embrace her unique quirks. After all, the best relationships are built on honesty, not on a performance. The Bible tells us in Ephesians 4:25, "Therefore each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor, for we are all members of one body." Truthfulness is a cornerstone of any strong relationship. When a woman is genuine about who she is, it brings a level of trust that is hard to shake. It's that openness that helps build a foundation that can stand the test of time. In a world where so many people are trying to be something they're not, authenticity is rare. It's like finding gold in a field of stones. It's that inner glow that can't be dimmed by the opinions of others. And believe me, when a man finds a woman like that, he won't let go easily. It's as Oscar Wilde said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." There's power in owning who you are, without feeling the need to apologize for it. So if you've got a hobby that's a little offbeat or a taste in music that's not mainstream, don't hide it. Share it with the world. The right guy will appreciate you for it. He'll admire your ability to be real in a world that often pushes people to conform. It's that kind of authenticity that will draw him in, making him feel like he's found something rare and beautiful. Number 8, independence, positive mental support. There are days when the weight of everything hits me all at once. The deadlines, the expectations, the silent pressure to always keep moving forward. Sometimes it feels like I'm carrying the world on my shoulders, and in those moments, what I truly appreciate, what I can't resist, is a woman who understands that I don't need to be saved, but I do need someone who can share that load. An independent woman, she doesn't just watch me struggle from a distance, she's there beside me, but she's not asking for my strength. Instead, she brings her own. It's not about proving anything, not about showing she can live without me, but more about showing she chooses to stand with me. I've noticed men don't just admire independence. We're drawn to it because of what it means. She's got her own goals, her own life, and she's not looking for someone to complete her. And that's freeing, in a way. It lets me be who I need to be without feeling like I'm failing her by not always being available. In American culture, we often look up to women who know their worth, who hold on to their faith in themselves and in something bigger than both of us. I think of the Bible verse, "Two are better than one, for they can help each other succeed." It reminds me that partnership isn't about dependency, but about mutual support. She believes in God's plan, in the idea that we were brought together not so she could lean on me for survival, but so we could face the world as equals. I guess that's what makes her irresistible. She's not clingy, not waiting for me to fill in the gaps in her life. Instead, she's confident, capable, and compassionate. Like Maya Angelou once said, "A wise woman wishes to be no one's enemy. A wise woman refuses to be anyone's victim." And that's the kind of woman who turns my head every time. One who isn't a victim of life's challenges, but a partner in overcoming them. It's what every man really wants, even if we don't say it. Someone who's there to share the burden, not add to it. Number 9, she is smart. You know, there's something about a woman with intelligence that just leaves you in awe. It's not about having degrees plastered on the wall or being able to solve complex equations in her sleep. No, it's about the way she navigates through life with wisdom, grace, and a sense of calm that most people don't even come close to. When you meet a woman like that, a woman who knows how to handle the world around her, it's like you're watching someone who holds the key to a mystery you've always wanted to understand. I remember sitting across from her, listening to her talk about everything from world events to personal struggles. She didn't boast or try to show off her knowledge. She just shared. Her words weren't flashy, but they had weight. It was as if she knew life inside out. The struggles, the pain, the joys, and somehow found peace in all of it. She wasn't just talking. She was unraveling truths that I didn't even realize I needed to hear. What really struck me was how she approached challenges. Instead of freaking out or throwing blame around, she took everything in stride. She listened first, then spoke with calm and reason. I swear it was like she had this inner strength that came from a place beyond herself. Maybe it was her faith. Maybe it was the way she was raised. She made me feel like I could be better, like there was more to life than just getting by. Her intelligence wasn't about knowing everything, but about understanding the important things. She had a way of putting her trust in something higher, something beyond just herself. Maybe it was her faith, maybe it was the belief that everything happens for a reason. But whatever it was, it grounded her. She wasn't looking for quick fixes or trying to prove herself. Instead, she trusted the process, knowing that things would unfold as they should. But here's the kicker. Intelligence doesn't mean being a know-it-all. She wasn't the type to rub it in your face, to make you feel small. No, she could challenge you, sure, but in a way that made you think, that made you want to grow. She never made you feel dumb, even when you didn't have all the answers. That kind of intelligence is rare. And trust me, it's something no man can resist. Number 10, aura of confidence. You know, there's something about a confident woman that I just can't resist. It's not about how she looks or how she dresses, although that can be nice too. It's deeper than that. It's the way she walks into a room, like she belongs there without needing anyone's approval. The way she talks with ease, not trying to impress, but just being herself. That quiet confidence, it's magnetic. You see, it's not arrogance. It's a kind of grace. A woman who knows her worth, who doesn't need anyone else to validate her. It's like she carries this unshakable belief in who she is, and that alone demands respect. You hear people say it all the time, God doesn't make mistakes. I think about that sometimes, especially when I see a woman who's comfortable in her own skin. She doesn't feel the need to hide or change because she knows she was made exactly how she's supposed to be. That's real beauty, right? As Audrey Hepburn once said, the most important thing is to enjoy your life. To be happy, it's all that matters. And when a woman truly enjoys who she is, it's like a light shining from within, and you just can't help but be drawn to it. For me, it's more than just attraction. It's a connection to something real, something lasting. Confidence, self-confidence, and knowing your worth. Those are the things that make a woman stand out, that make men like me take notice and never look away. In the end, what all men can't resist isn't about perfection. It's about authenticity, confidence, and self-respect. The qualities that truly capture a man's attention come from within. A woman who walks her own path, embodies grace under pressure, and maintains a quiet strength is irresistible. These aren't just things a man can't resist. They're traits that make a lasting impact. So embrace who you are and let that be your power. If you enjoyed this, show your support by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to The Stoic Goddess for more insightful videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.